All right, let's look at perfect square trinomials. Well, the first thing we need to do is we need to look at what a perfect square is. We say that 25 is a perfect square because 5 times 5 is 25. And we say that 49 is a perfect square because 7 times 7 is 49. So in the same sense, x squared plus 8x plus 16 is also a perfect square. And the reason that we know this is a perfect square is, let's go ahead and factor this. If this is a plus and a plus, then you know this is going to factor to x plus some number and x plus some number. And then let's think of two numbers which multiply to 16 and add to 8. Well, let's think. 16 is 2 and 8. 1 and 16, 4 and 4. 4 and 4 multiply to 16, and 4 plus 4 is 8, so that's x plus 4 times x plus 4, x plus 4 squared. So in the same way that 25 is a perfect square and 49 is a perfect square, we say that x squared plus 8x plus 16 is a perfect square. So let's think about what we mean when we say a PST, or a perfect square trinomial. If you have x squared plus 20x plus 100, to determine if this is a perfect square trinomial, what you do is you look at this number, the b, 20, and take half of it. So take half of b, half of 20 is going to be 10, and then you square it. And if you square it, 20 half is 10, 10 squared is 100, then that's a perfect square trinomial. And it'll factor to x plus 10 squared. Let's try another example. Is this a perfect square trinomial? Let's think. b is negative 18. Half of minus 18 is going to be a minus 9, and if you square a minus 9, you get a positive 81. So this, in fact, is a perfect square trinomial as well, and that's going to be x plus 9 squared. Another way to look at this is to say, what number do you need to add to make it a perfect square trinomial? So if you think about x squared plus 12x plus c, you can ask, what number does c have to be in order for this to be a perfect square trinomial? Same thing. Take b, half it, and square it. In this case, b is 12, half of 12 is 6, and 6 squared is 36. So if we add 36 to this, then we have a perfect square. Let's check it. We have x plus and x plus, right? If this is a plus and this is a plus, we have two pluses here. What two numbers multiply to 36 and add to 12? 6 and 6. So you can say x plus 6 times x plus 6, or more simply, x plus 6 squared. If you have x squared minus 30x plus c, what does c have to be for this to be a perfect square? Take minus 30 and half it, you get minus 15. And then you take minus 15 and you square it, and you'll get 225. Let's check that on a calculator to make sure. 15 times a negative 15 times a negative 15. 225. So you need to add a 225. X squared minus 30x minus 225. I'm sorry, plus 225 is going to be x minus 15. X minus 15, or more conveniently, x minus 15 squared. And that's what a perfect square trinomial is.